Some players chased trophies. She chased belief. For years, she was the name people mispronounced. The wild card nobody scouted. The girl from a country tennis forgot to notice. Then, one match changed everything. What happens when a whole nation starts watching the same scoreboard at the same time? What does it mean when a tournament director says fans aren't asking about the champions anymore? They're only asking about her. This isn't just a story about a match. It's about a country waiting years for a reason to believe again, and a 20-year-old who didn't know she'd become one. Somewhere between the first serve and the final point, something shifted, not just on the scoreboard. This is where it began. At a press conference during the Mubadala City DC Open, tournament owner Mark Ein was asked about the arrival of Filipina tennis player Alexandra Eala and the wave of new fans she brought to the event. Ein responded with a specific figure. He said, "At least 80, if not more, of the requests in this tournament are about when is Alex Eala playing." He added that the real number was likely higher, stating, "I think it's more," and they just didn't want to say it was more, but it was there like virtually all. This came directly from the tournament's ticketing team over the course of the previous month. I noted that this level of demand stood out, even though the tournament features many established stars. He said this reflected the scale of Eala's following, both in the Philippines and internationally, describing her as having become an icon in the Philippines but worldwide. According to Ein, tournament organizers began tracking her rising popularity earlier in the year. He said, "Earlier this year in the early spring our team said, this is a phenomenon that's spreading and we should try to get Alex to come to Washington." Ein also commented on Eala personally. He described her as a really nice person and a grateful person and a humble person, calling her presence one of the really great things that's already happened this year for the tournament. A reporter from ESPN followed up, asking whether the surge in interest translated into a measurable increase in ticket sales compared to previous years. Ein stated that the Mubadala City DC Open has sold every ticket to the tournament since 2019. He explained that a fixed capacity limit meant demand for Eala's matches could not translate into additional sales, saying plainly, "We don't have more to sell." Ein pointed to another indicator of demand. The qualifying rounds also sold out. He noted this is unusual in professional tennis, saying, "We sell, qualifying sells out," which in tennis never happens. People just want to be here. He described the tournament's 7 consecutive years of sold-out status as a reflection of sustained local interest. He then shifted to the tournament's economic and media reach. Ein stated that the tournament generates $35 million in economic impact over the course of 1 week, driven largely by attendees traveling from across the United States and from other countries. He also said the tournament is broadcast in 176 countries, calling it probably the single most globally covered sporting event in the nation's capital. Ein connected these figures directly to Eala's participation, saying that even though ticket inventory was exhausted, her presence would still generate measurable value through broadcast viewership. He stated, "Even though there are more tickets to sell, she's just great to have here, and I think it does a lot of other really good things." Ein addressed the timing of her first match at the tournament, saying he expected a large number of new attendees around that match specifically. "I'm pretty sure her first match is today, that there's going to be a ton of new people coming." He framed this as part of a broader goal for the tournament, stating that the event aims not only to serve existing tennis fans, but also to bring new people into the sport. He extended that point to the host city, suggesting some new attendees drawn by Eala would also be new to Washington, D.C. itself. For the Philippines, a country with a growing but still developing presence in professional tennis, Eala's appearance at a top-tier U.S. hardcore tournament carries implications beyond a single event. Her participation in a tournament broadcast in 176 countries provides international visibility that extends well past the tournament grounds. The 80 ticket inquiry figure, the 7-year sellout streak, the $35 million economic impact, and the 176 country broadcast reach together form a factual picture of the scale at which one player's participation intersected with an already sold-out tournament. This isn't just her story. It's every player who was told they weren't ready. Every fan who kept believing anyway. If tennis moves you the way it moves us, don't just scroll past. Hit like, drop your prediction below, and hit subscribe to Tennis Hive, because this channel isn't for casual viewers. It's for the ones who feel every point. Champions rise, rankings change, but great stories never end. We'll see you in the next one.